Hey, soul survivors. I have a viewer topic request where they want to know, why does a narcissist mislead us? Is it purposely to destroy us? So, a narcissist is on a spectrum. So, you can have one that is less extreme and some that are extremely narcissistic and extremely dangerous. So, there are some that get into a relationship to enjoy the relationship, but the narcissist is selfish. So, it turns toxic. Now, there are other types of narcissists where what they do is their sole purpose is to take from you. So if they're financially taking from you to the extreme that it will destroy you financially, is that their purpose? Their purpose is to get. They don't care what the collateral damage is. So their purpose really has nothing to do with you. You are just the vector to get what they want. So if they want sex, they can mislead you because they might feel that you'll say no. So when they mislead you, when they lie to you, it's because they're afraid of not getting the supply that they want. So you can be targeted as a love interest sometimes because they do want to enjoy a relationship, but they don't have the connection. There's others that their sole purpose is just to take from you. So if it is sex, they might promise you marriage because they feel that that's something that you need to be intimate with someone. So they'll promise that without the intention of ever doing it. And that's where the future faking comes in. So if they want money from you, they can promise to show up and mow your lawn or whatever it would be without the intention of ever doing it. Now, there are some narcissists that do follow through on certain things because they're there's times, the highs and the lows of the narcissist. Sometimes they're comfortable, everything's going, they don't mind doing certain things, or they want to be seen as the hero, or they'll do things because they know it's necessary to keep the relationship. And over time, they're going to start to resent that because they don't want to do for others. So it gets confusing about how they mislead us, because some of them are just misleading to boost their ego. So they might mislead on what type of job they have. And they can mislead on where they've been because they don't want to take accountability for either spending too much money or cheating or not showing up to the job that they said that they had or being in a different area. They just love to keep secrets. And whenever they might be caught, they don't want to talk about it. So you get the silent treatment, or you'll get a rage. And the rage will shift the dynamics of the conversation. They also do all the gaslighting to get us confused. They will project their anger onto us. And they have a way of us, by the end of the conversation, where we're trying to figure out what went wrong. Were we wrong for upsetting them? Were we wrong for trying to discuss things with them? So the misleading can be intentional, but not always. And when I say that, the narcissist brain is different. It's not working right. So sometimes they don't realize they're lying, or they believe they're lying because they've said it repeatedly. So is it intentional? It's like a definition thing of, they know the words they're speaking. So sometimes they will purposely lie. They'll fabricate it in their mind and execute it. But other times they can get really confused because they're like, what? I did that or whatever. They also don't understand our perception on things. So sometimes they just want to avoid conflict. Sometimes it may be quote unquote good intentions, where they'll mislead us and they see it. They don't always want to hurt us, but they do hurt us, and that's why it's toxic. Sometimes they purposely want to hurt us. They want to punish us. Other times they're trying to keep the peace. So it depends on where it is in the relationship. Because of the cycle of the narcissist with the love bombing, and there are manipulation tactics that they'll use. They'll promise things, they'll try to comfort you, they'll try to make you feel secure, but then when things aren't going their way, they attack you, whether it's verbally or physically. It starts causing anxiety in you because they can leave at the drop of a hat. And a lot of times, you know, with breakups, it takes an average of 7 breakups with a narcissist. In a healthy relationship that isn't meant to be, usually you guys discuss it and you wish each other well, and it's not confusing. You can, yeah, you know, we have different dreams. I get it. And it's at least discussed, but the misleading is the distorted reality. And that's why we get so uncomfortable. We don't know when to trust them. We don't know when to believe them. And it starts getting us on edge, and it causes anxiety, causes that our brain chemicals to change. And also with the intermittent reinforcement, it gets us craving that dopamine, because when you expect it, it's like even flowing, but we get highs and drops. So it's messing with us to where we start focusing on it and start craving it. So consistency is key to a healthy relationship. And the only thing consistent with a narcissist is that they will mislead, manipulate, future fake, give you silent treatments or rage, and it's a state of imbalance. And that's why it starts feeling that something is off, because trust is important in a true relationship. So I hope that was helpful. They can mislead for whatever reason, but it's to get whatever they want. So depending on who you are is how they will handle the manipulation. So one-on-ones are available, and I love those topic requests.